The new moon phase, 24-hour detox with alkaline water. Namaste, I'm SuZen, your teacher and guide. The 24-hour moon detox is very short term, always a liquid diet, and we adopt it on the changes of the main moon phases. So that would be new moon, first quarter, full moon, and last quarter. We start our detox when the moon enters one of its four main lunar phases and ends 24 hours later. So for the new moon phase, we are going to start 12 hours before new moon, and we'll complete our detox 12 hours afterwards. For this version of the detox with alkaline water, you need 8 hours prior to that or overnight for the ingredients to infuse in the spring or mineral water. This version of alkaline water I actually came across more than 20 years ago. I can't actually remember because it was from one of my mother's original Here's Health magazines, alternative health magazines, that she had been collecting since the late 60s and 70s in England. And these kind of ingredients and recipes and concoctions were thought to be more than alternative at the time. And when I was writing a woman's book, a well-being book focused on anti-cellulite, but on body imbalances, balance from imbalance, I didn't include the alkaline water, but I did write about the acid-alkaline balance within the body and the need for it to be an alkaline environment for health and healing. And I have to say, over all these years, it was only when I came to put this together for the new moon phase of the Kindest Revolution teachings that I discovered that there are actually machines to do this. And then I read about this myth, the myth of the acid alkaline. No wonder there's a debate. As one very good speaker said in a YouTube video, what a machine does is not natural. It splits the water. I'll leave it at that. It's up to you, obviously, in your own life, what you do. I have always propounded natural methods. As far as I know, and I was told this method of using our ingredients with natural spring or mineral water in a glass vessel dates back to the 30s. If it dates back to the 30s, I would say it predates that. It was probably brought back to England from India, from the returnees who came with all the organic methods. So let's just go on to the ingredients, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about why we're adopting this detox at the new moon phase. Okay, so the ingredients you're going to need. So I'm going to upload this before the new moon phase starts so that you do have the opportunity to plan and organize yourself. Here's the recipe and the ingredients. You need 1 lemon, half a cucumber, a quarter of a ginger root. If you can't get the root ginger, organic powder will do, and half a cup of peppermint leaves. If I can't get peppermint leaves all the time here in Southwest Ireland, all the way through the year, I use an organic peppermint tea infusion bag or 2. And we need still spring or mineral water. You use organic ingredients where possible. If you can't get organic ingredients, then what we do is we wash our vegetables with our fruit and vegetables with mild washing up liquid and rinse thoroughly to rid them of chemical residues. You make the alkaline water mixture in a glass container, so that can be a glass jug, a pitcher or a bottle. So I save my glass juice bottles to make this in. This version turns the water from overly acid, if you have overly acid water, but if you're buying spring or mineral water, then its pH is going to be around 7 anyway. But what this does is it raises it from between the 7 value up to and including 14. So that is the difference between this natural version and any other, whatever anybody wants to do with machines. Okay, this is how we're going to make it. Peel and slice the ginger root, or use organic ginger powder if the root ginger is not available. If you're going to use the powder, then that's going to be to taste. You know, you just experiment with maybe with a teaspoon to start with. I think when I started, I had to use powder, and I started with 1 teaspoon. Slice the lemon, cucumber, and the peppermint leaves. Use your organic peppermint tea infusion bag if fresh leaves are not available. Add all the ingredients to your water, so that's still spring or mineral water in a glass container. So no carbonated water and not tap water, and especially not tap water if you live in Ireland. They're still using fluoride in the drinking water here. For the 24-hour New Moon Detox, start drinking 12 hours before the exact new moon and for 12 hours afterwards. On the full day, because you're going to, this is a 24-hour period, so you're going to have a full day at some stage, whichever new moon we have. Drink from the first thing in the morning and throughout the day. But say the new moon is overnight, whatever, just before midnight or just after, then you would start drinking 12 hours before, and you will have needed at least 8 hours for the ingredients to infuse. So for a good infusion, that can either be overnight or at least 8 hours before you start your detox. Don't throw out the ingredients after drinking your water. The mix can be reused for up to 3 days, and you refrigerate that. There are many health benefits of drinking this water, and I don't want to make any particular claims here because you can research the various scientific studies. There are plenty of them online. For our purposes, we're using this as our detox method to align with the planet and our bodily fluids for balance. So let's just go over the effect of the moon cycle. Is it causes not only the water tides, but affects obviously plants' growth, the mating of animals, maybe ours as well, feeding and migration, our human moods, and our activity, whatever we feel drawn to or not, and much, much more. We live on a liquid planet. This includes the liquids in our human body. And we're strongly influenced by the lunar tidal cycles. And the cycles, the forces of the moon-earth pull. The monthly tidal rhythm is a natural catalyst for our human metabolic processes. And we choose methods like this, the 24-hour detox, to promote the movement of fluids, the balance of fluids in the human body. This is not only for weight loss, this is for this feeling of balance, this feeling of being in tune and aligned with our natural forces. The strongest tides, those of you who live by water, by the sea in the country will know, are around the days of full moon and new moon, when the sun and the moon forces are aligned, and they would have the highest tides and the lowest tides. We can follow these kind of detoxes, or as I do at full moon, with vegetable juice and teas and fruit juices, to be aligned with the tidal forces and the metabolism of the human body and the way we are affected by our main lunar phases. Generally, to be aligned and in balance in our liquid body with our liquid planet, we'd be drinking more water, fluids, liquids, as a part of our tides being aligned with cosmic tides. And the way we start is you need to plan your time. So look at the new moon phase. When the moon is new, you're starting 12 hours prior to that. And for this alkaline water detox, you're going to need 8 hours or overnight, depending on where you are in the world, overnight for the ingredients to infuse. You drink your alkaline water for this new moon detox for 12 hours afterwards, and then it would be preferable if you take a very light diet or just increase the amount of soups, vegetable juices and fruit juices, just to allow the metabolism to be in balance. So good luck. It might take a bit of planning the first time that you adopt this, but you have your recipe, you have your method, and you have your timing, and the rest is about planning and organising your intention for alignment and our connected need for balance. Namaste.